The turmoil at the top of the police force was on show today during an inquiry into a secret surveillance operation. The hearing heard that Deputy Commissioner Nick Caldus was bugged by a team run by his fellow deputy, Catherine Byrne, and later overseen by the Commissioner, Andrew Scipione. Mr Caldus has accused the Internal Affairs branch of breaking the law, covering it up and jeopardising his faith in the entire justice system. Nick Dole reports.
Nick Caldus has locked up thousands of criminals. He says few of them have been treated as poorly as he has.
Ladies and gentlemen, what happened to me and my family 10 years ago was unfair and wrong, dead wrong.
Mr Caldus was one of more than 100 officers who were targeted by Police Internal Affairs between 1999 and 2001. He's told the inquiry his phone and office were bugged. Even the home his children lived in was spied on, he says, using dodgy warrants.
What we have is evidence of improper and probably illegal behaviour, judges being misled, a comprehensive cover-up or at least a blind eye being provided by those who are supposed to keep us honest.
Nick Caldus complained about his alleged mistreatment and says he was punished for it. He's told the inquiry he was repeatedly overlooked for promotion and had a senior role in the counter-terrorism squad taken off him before he'd even started in the job. Mr Caldus had hoped the Ombudsman would get to the bottom of the matter, but claims he was instead attacked for blowing the whistle.
I felt every aspect of my life was invaded. My phone calls, my work, my private life, despite no real accusation being levelled at me.
The Deputy Commissioner says he believes the bugging was used to settle old scores. Mr Caldus told the inquiry he had a well-known conflict with senior members of the squad that was spying on him. One of those officers is now his fellow Deputy Commissioner, Catherine Byrne, but she's denied there was any bad blood between them, at least back then. Today, she told the inquiry her reputation is being unfairly damaged.
If it is suggested that there has been a cover-up of the activities of the Special Crime Unit in relation to the applications and warrants, I deny absolutely that I have done so.
But she did admit warrants to bug officers were granted by courts without the evidence to back them up.
That's disgraceful, isn't it?
It's serious.
And
yes.
It's shocking, isn't it?
Yes, it's serious.
The state's highest-ranking officer is also set to be quizzed about his knowledge of the affair. Andrew Scipione, a former head of Internal Affairs, will front the inquiry next week.
And Nick Dole joins us now from Macquarie Street. Nick, just how disruptive is this whole affair for police leadership?
Well, extremely disruptive, Juanita. These are the three most senior police in New South Wales. They're supposed to be working together. Meanwhile, they've got this past which has been almost festering away for about 15 years. Nick Caldus told the inquiry today that, yes, it's undeniable there are tensions there in the executive level, and Catherine Byrne probably understated things when she said that this whole affair has been unhelpful. As for the government, it says it's still confident that senior police can work together for the benefit of the state.
So what potential fallout could there be for the officers involved?
Well, what makes all of this even more messy, Juanita, is the fact that Nick Caldus and Catherine Byrne, these two deputies, are front runners for Andrew Scipione, the Commissioner's job, when he leaves the post. So certainly a consideration of that will have to be made. Potentially that may complicate that decision. Perhaps even an outside candidate may have to be sought. So certainly it does create issues there. This inquiry is due to report in less than a month, at the very end of February, so not long for it to make its recommendations. Certainly wide changes in terms of police oversight are on the table for the committee. The government will probably wait to see what it recommends before it makes any major changes, but certainly damaging claims for the police force. As for Nick Caldus himself, he simply says he wants an admission that bugging him was wrong and an apology from police. Juanita.
Nick Dole reporting there from Macquarie Street.